Hi, today we'll be learning about surface areas. Okay, so we'll just basically understand what surface areas are, and we'll just take out the surface area and of various 3D shapes and objects. Okay, so first we'll just understand what surface area actually means. Okay, so surface area is that area. It is basically the total area that covers the outer surface or the outer portion of any 3D object. Okay, so it is basically the outer area or the outer surface of any 3D object in space. Okay, suppose we have a cuboid like this. Okay, we have a cuboid here whose length is L, whose height is H, and whose width is W. Okay, and now we have been asked to find the surface area or the total surface area of a cuboid. Surface area is also known as total surface area. So we can write it as total surface area or surface area. Okay, so it is basically just the portion that your 3D shape covers in space. It is just the outer portion of your 3D space of your 3D object in space. Okay, so if we have a cuboid of length L, height H, and width W, now we have to find out the surface area of this cuboid. So okay, we'll derive the surface area for this cuboid in a very easy way. Okay, so what we'll do, first of all, we'll find out the areas of all the faces of the cuboid. Okay, we know that a cuboid has 6 faces, so we'll find out the area of all the faces of the cuboid, and then we'll just add them up together so that we get the total surface area or the surface area of a cuboid. Okay, now you suppose we have to find the area of the top. Now what is the area of this top? Area of the top, which is your this portion. So what is the area of this top portion? The area of this top is W into L. We know that this is the cuboid. So the area of top will be length into breadth. So if the length is L and breadth is W or the width is W, so area of top is WL. Similarly, when we find out the area of this portion, the area of the bottom portion, it will also be W into L because this is W and this is L. So area of bottom is W into L. Okay, now we'll find out the areas of the front and the back. Okay, now we know that the front portion is this. This is your front portion. This is your front portion, the portion which is in the front. So what is the area of your front portion? The area of your front portion will be L into H, length into height. So this is your front portion. So the area will be length into height. Similarly, the area of back portion, which is this. So the area of your back portion will also be length into height. Okay. Now similarly, we'll find out the area of the other two faces. The area of one side which will be this box, okay, this box and this box. So what will be the area of this? It will be W into H. So area of one side is WH and area of the other side is also W into H. Now we'll just add all these areas together to find out the total surface area. Okay, now when we'll add all these areas together, you will get 2WL plus 2LH plus 2WH. Okay, we'll take 2 common. So the total surface area or the surface area of a cuboid, the formula for that is 2 into WL plus LH plus WH. Okay, now this is your total surface area of a cuboid, which is the total area your surface, the total area of the surface which your cuboid is occupying. Okay, now we have understood what is the total surface area of a cuboid and we have derived its formula also. Now next we'll just study about the surface area of a cylinder. Okay, you know how a cylinder looks like. This is a cylinder and this is the height of the cylinder and this is the radius of the circular region of the cylinder. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll just convert this, into, you can just write this like this. You can picture the diagram over here and you can write, we can just rearrange this diagram into this. We have just opened the curved surface area of the cylinder and we have assembled it like this. Okay, so now when we'll just open the curved surface area of the cylinder, the height of that rectangle will be H Okay, and the radius of the curved surfaces will be r. Okay, we have to find the area, we have to find the surface area of the cylinder, and we have opened up this cylinder into this figure. Okay, so the rectangular region which has been curved to form the cylinder, it has been opened, and you'll get a height of h when it will open. Okay, and the area and the circumference, sorry, and the circumference of this will be 2 pi r because the radius is r. Okay, the circumference will be 2 pi r because we have just opened this these two circles, we have taken these two circles and we have separated it. Okay, so first what we'll do for finding the surface area of the total cylinder, we'll just add the surface areas of these two circles and this one rectangle. Okay, now area of circular pieces, we'll find out the area of circular pieces. Now area of circular pieces will be, we know that the area, for finding of the area of a circle, it is, we know that it is pi r square. For area of this circle, this is pi r square, so the area of circular pieces will be 2 pi r square. Okay, now we have to find the area of the rectangular piece. Now we know that this circle has been bend, and when we open it, it will form this rectangle. So the length of your rectangle, the length of this rectangle will be equal to the circumference of this circle, because we have opened this circle to form a rectangle, to form the length of the rectangle. Okay, so the length of the rectangle will be 2 pi r. Okay, so the area of rectangular piece is 2 pi r into h, because we know that the area of rectangle is length into its breadth, and the breadth is h and the length is 2 pi r. So the total surface area will be 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. We'll take 2 pi r common, so the TSA is 2 pi r, and in the brackets it is r plus h. So this is how you find the total surface area of a cylinder. This is the formula, and we have derived the formula. Okay, so we'll solve a question based on this, so you'll get a clear understanding of this. Now we have a question over here. A cube and a cylinder have the same surface area. Okay, suppose you have a cube and you have a cylinder and they have the same surface area. Now here surface area or total surface area, it just means the same thing. If the cube has an edge length of 6 centimeter and the cylinder has a radius of 2 centimeter, you have to calculate two things. First, you have to find out the surface area of the cube and you have to find the height of the cylinder. Okay. Now, suppose we have a cube over here. Now we have learned, okay, this is your cube. This is your cube. This is your cube. And we know that the length of this cube is 6 centimeter. Okay, the length of this cube is 6 centimeter. Okay, and we have a cylinder. We have a cylinder. Okay, this is just a rough figure of everything. And we have a cylinder whose radius is 2 centimeter. Okay, and we have been given that the surface area of both these figures, of both these objects, are the same. Okay, now we know that the surface area of, we know the surface, how to calculate the surface area of a cuboid. We know that the formula for calculating it is LW plus WH plus HL. We know to calculate the surface area of a cuboid, this is the formula for TSA of cuboid. Okay, TSA stands for total surface area or surface area. Now we know that in a cube, all the sides are equal. We know that if this is A, then all the sides are equal. Okay, this side has not been drawn. Okay, so all the sides are of the same length. So here if we substitute this with A, so what it will become, 2 into A square plus A square plus A square. So what this will become, 2 into 3a square. So this will be equal to 6a square. So this is your total surface area of a cube. What we have done, we have just substituted the value of a. We have just substituted the value of a. We have made the length, width and height equal in a cuboid so that it becomes a cube. So the total surface area of a cube will be 6a square. This is total surface area of a cube. And this is TSA of a cuboid. Okay. Now, what we have to find? We have to find the surface area of the cube. Okay. we have to find the surface area of the cube. Now what is the formula for surface area of the cube? Surface area of the cube is 6a square. So we know the length of the edge of the cube, which is 6. So we'll just substitute the values. Okay, we'll just substitute the values. So this will be equal to 6 into 36, which is 216 centimeters squared. This is the total surface area of your cube. Okay, now the next part, we have to find the height of the cylinder. We have to find the height of this cylinder. Now we know that the surface area of both these objects are the same. So what is the surface area of this? The surface area of this is cube is 216. And what is the surface area of cylinder? We have studied that it is surface area of a cylinder. What we have studied? It is pi r square h. Okay, we know that the surface area of your cylinder is this. Now what we'll do, we'll just equate it. 216 is equals to 22 upon 7 into, we know that the radius is 2 into h. Now from here you can find out the value of h. Okay, from here you can find out the value of h. Okay, now this is equal to your total surface area. Okay, we have, oh sorry, this formula is not right. Wait, the total surface area of the cylinder is 2 pi r into h plus r. Okay, we have just, okay, I'm sorry for this. So 216 is equals to, we'll just substitute the values, 3.14 into 2 into h plus radius is 2. Now from this you can find out the value of h. So this is basically the height of your cylinder. Okay, I had just written another formula, I'm very sorry for that. Okay, now 216 is equals to the total, we have just equated the total surface area of both these objects. Okay, so this is how you solve these type of questions, and you can just attempt more questions in this topic. Now I'll cover some more topics in this series, so we'll discuss it in the next lecture.